you guys, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. You guys, tonight, the season finale, the Mama June season 8 season finale will air. However, it leaked last night. Somehow the episode leaked over on YouTube last night. Someone sent me a link and I watched it earlier today over on TikTok live with a few people that wanted to watch with me. So the actual episode hasn't come out like on Philo, but it has been leaked and the tea is hot. It is crazy. I was shocked. It was not anything that was on my bingo card as to what this 2 year secret would be. If you watch Mama June over on TikTok for the past like weeks, Mama June has been going live on TikTok and she has been alluding to, not even alluding to, she's been straight up saying that on the season finale, we would hear a huge secret, a secret that they have been kept for 2 years that nobody knew, and it would explain why Pumpkin had the feelings that she had towards Jessica and Cheyenne. She said it would explain why, um, how everybody thinks Josh is, this goody goody, and how everybody's Team Josh. She says this would explain why people shouldn't be Team Josh. This was going to tell us, this was going to show us that Josh was also an issue. Okay. So if you didn't get to watch it, then I'm going to go ahead. Spoiler alert. If you did not get to watch the season finale, this is a spoiler alert. I'm going to give you guys the big secret as to what we found out in the season finale. So if you don't want to have a spoiler, then go ahead and click off. But for you guys that already seen it, that's still here, that want to know, we found out that Josh slept with Jessica, Pumpkin's sister, as well as Cheyenne. Now, there was some confusion as to who exactly he slept with because in one clip, you hear them say that he slept with Cheyenne and Jessica was just in the room. However, Pumpkin did later say in a confessional the threesome that happened between Josh, Jessica, and Cheyenne. And June has confirmed this as well, that this was a situation. Okay. So I hope I got the link where it will work. I was having trouble getting the link sent over to my computer, but we're going to watch the fallout, the big explosion. Now, this happens at the end of the season, the end of the episode. Jessica did get to have her wedding. Her and Cheyenne got married. They had their bachelorette parties. All was well. This was the day following the wedding. So this was supposed to be Jessica's, wedding weekend. She got married. And unfortunately, right at the end of it, it got completely ruined. So I'm hoping this will play. All right, let's see. You guys let me know if y'all can hear this. I hope y'all can, because if not, I want to send the other way. All right, so first off, let me tell you guys why Pumpkin outed this secret. Pumpkin has known about this secret. Josh told her about it a while back, from my understanding. Pumpkin's known about it, hasn't said anything about it. The reason she decided to out the secret today is because they're all in Florida for Jesse's wedding. Pumpkin and Darren were going to go out. They were going to go out and do something. So they needed somebody to watch all the kids because they had all the kids there. Darren allegedly volunteered Cheyenne's little sister, Bugga. I think that's her name, Bugga. Darren was like, Bugga can do it. And Cheyenne was like, no, Bugga can't. Continue. So Darren's like, Bugga can keep the kids while we go out. Cheyenne's like, no, Bugga ain't no babysitter. So Bugga ain't gonna be keeping the kids for y'all. That caused Cheyenne and Pumpkin to get into it and have a back and forth. Pumpkin was not liking the way Cheyenne was talking to her man. So she put out the secret. She let everybody know what the secret was, which I kind of feel like is unfair. If you sat on that secret for this long and it didn't bother you and you didn't want to put it out, then putting it out just because she made you mad over like how she talked to Darren seems a little whatever. However, the whole thing was not right to do. Like, I don't think that should happen. That's crazy. Now, Jessica and Cheyenne say the reason this happened is because they wanted a baby. That the whole wanting Josh's go-go juice was real. They really did want that. And when Pumpkin and Josh broke up, they decided, well, might as well go ahead and try to get it. And they did the deed. They actually did the deed. So here's a clip of after the argument started where Cheyenne and Darren got into it. This is where Pumpkin decides she's going to tell the whole story. You guys let me know if y'all can hear it.
Teddy, tell Teddy, tell what you done. Everybody been keeping their mouth shut all weekend. Tell them all what you did, bitch. What'd you do, Cheyenne? Tell me what you did. I'm not telling you on camera. Ooh, bitch, I'm gonna whip her ass. You bitch, everybody's fixing to know your secret. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But what I don't think is okay is how everybody can say all the slick comments that they want to say. If anybody's playing picture perfect, is that one sitting right there 1,000%.
Cheyenne's like, what I do? Oh, let me back that up.
Perfect. Is that one sitting right there 1,000%. You asked for Josh's firm.
Oopsie.
I want to talk to Pumpkin about me and Cheyenne possibly having a baby and using Josh's go-go juice.
What?
Baby.
We're getting a divorce.
So the whole sperm thing is a no now, yes.
100%.
Okay. Well.
The sperm thing, that is true. And the night you snitched on me, all that.
She might be talking to somebody else.
Okay, so here's what happened, you guys. When Jessica snitched to Josh, when Jessica told Josh, "Oh, Pumpkin's messing with Darren," apparently that night they were all hanging out at Jessica and Cheyenne's house, and that's when it happened. That's when the threesome took place.
Who is it?
Your cousin Darren.
I love that picture of him.
Yeah, the night you slept with Josh,
It's
and
my
you
favorite.
snitched on him.
Look at June. She's struggling. She's like, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
That's why I just don't take no accountability at all. But can we talk about the one main bridge here? The main bridge is the threesome. Jesse snitched on me for being with Darren and then had a threesome with my ex-husband. What are we not getting about that? With our wife now. And now we're playing the victim. No, ma'am. How is it not okay for Cheyenne and Jesse to take responsibility? You get called out for sleeping with Josh, and it wasn't even like that. Here we go, sugar.
That's weird, though.
The reason it happened was because me and Jesse were strictly wanting to grow our family and have a child from, just me and her. It's not that we had a romantic relationship. No, it's nothing like that at all.
Who was the hall pass, though?
It's flipped upside down, as it does in our family.
I want to sleep with him because I was in love for one of them. Look. You? Oh, yeah, well, you must be my sister, right?
Trina said,
Yeah, and she was in the same room. Oh my God.
June said,
Instead of never been brought to camera, but yeah, everybody wants to hide it. Everybody wants to act picture perfect, right? And I'm sick of it. You walk around with your nose suited up with an attitude, but you don't give a fuck about what you done. You've been never. Well, come on.
okay, I stopped it there, but she then says, because Pumpkin's like, well, what is it? What is it? What is it? And she's like, his hall pass, which I don't think that's what Jessica was going to tell us. I think Jessica was going to tell us something else she knew about him, but decided last minute not to for whatever reason. Because I'm like, Pumpkin knows about the hall pass. So why would she be like, want me to tell you what he's been doing? Pumpkin knew about the hall pass. Is anybody else having issues with the audio? I'm old. Help, hall pass means. So when Pumpkin and Darren got together, Darren had never been. He's never been a one woman man. He's always messed around. He's always slept with other women. He's used to tell people that he was in a polyamorous relationship. That way he could have hall passes when really his wife wasn't okay with it. His girlfriend wasn't okay with it. He did that to several girls. He would say, I'm in a polyamorous relationship. But really he wasn't. Okay. So when he got with Pumpkin, she knew this about him, and they said, "Well, you know what? Since you don't like sleeping with just one person, why don't we have hall passes? That way, you can go sleep with who you want to sleep with. As long as you come back to mama, like it's fine. Go sleep with who you want to sleep with." So that's the hall pass. When they got together, they talked about hall passes. Somebody said the hall pass was going to be Jessica. No way. I'm clear when I play the video. The video might have been because I had to do edits. I had to try to remove um, the background audio because the music will get me for like copyright, which I'm probably still going to get in trouble with copyright for playing that clip. But so to me, it doesn't make sense that she would say, "Do you want to know what he's been doing?" Oh, the hall pass. Well, Pumpkin knew that, so that makes no sense. I think it was going to be something way worse, but last minute she backed out. Um, Now the whole thing with listen, this episode airs tonight, which it's already came out. It was leaked early. This is what I gotta say. I'm It was wrong on all parts for them to sleep together. It was wrong for Pumpkin to sleep with Darren and for her to get with Darren. I will say if I was Josh, mind you, this was the day Josh found out that his wife left him for his cousin. This is the day that he found out. What does every man think if their wife leaves them for somebody else? Oh, I'll get somebody younger and hotter. Or I'll sleep with your sister. Or I'll sleep with your best friend. Or you know what? Like all men that are like, if their wife is like, I want a divorce, and then they find out she's sleeping with his best friend, they always like they want to one up her. And Josh did just that. He one upped her. She's sleeping with his cousin. Well, he slept with her sister and her sister-in-law. He was like, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying I feel like that's what a lot of men do. Are you sure they're not from Arkansas? They're from Georgia. So I can somewhat see like his mentality of like, oh, just finding out my wife has been sleeping with my cousin. Well, let me go sleep with her sister. Not this okay. Jessica is big in the wrong for this. Big, 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 big in the wrong for this because that is your sister. And at the end of the day, your loyalty should lie with her. Even if you wanted a kid, even if you wanted a kid by Josh, which why? Why? Like, oh, well, we know him. We know he makes cute kids. They're healthy. You can find plenty of other men. Go to the sperm bank. You can see their profiles. You can like you can make sure they're healthy. Like you can choose. So to be like, "Oh, Josh," because we know he makes cute, healthy babies. Yeah, and that's what the sperm bank will tell you. They'll give you all the info if you go there. I guess maybe it was easier and cheaper just to, lay down and bump uglies with him. But at this point, what did it cost you? Now your sister's never going to trust you again. Yeah, Jessica and Cheyenne had a threesome with Josh. That's the 2-year secret that they've been holding on to. I feel like the only reason Pumpkin outed this secret was because she was pissed off that Cheyenne was talking to her man sideways. Okay? Because Pumpkin has been knowing this secret. She's been knowing it. She ain't told, but she tells when Cheyenne gets kind of sideways with Darren. So to me, it's like, was that a proper reason to like out them for that? If you've been knowing and you didn't, like, if you've been knowing and you hadn't told anybody, is that a good enough reason for you to tell? I mean, I probably would just be like, don't talk to my man that way. I doubt I would out this big secret over her talking to my boyfriend kind of slick. Um, but she did. Um, I've seen on Reddit before that customers for her shady business were getting lawyers and also the employees complain about not getting paid. This needs to happen, in my opinion. She's held accountable. That's the funny thing is she's like, Cheyenne and Jessica should be held accountable. And I'm like, girl, look at all that you've done. Look at all that you've done. He got with both of them. Old girlfriend. Pumpkin's old girlfriend says she dodged a bullet. That's exactly. She commented on one of my videos and said, I dodged a bullet. I will say, they sat down with Jesse and Josh, production did, and Jessica seemed so like uncomfortable. Like it was very weird, like the way that she was like that she couldn't even sit through all of it. She had to get up and walk off. Um, but Jessica and Josh and Cheyenne like all kind of sit down and they were like, we shouldn't have done it. Like we're gonna have to live with this. Like, we don't know what we were thinking. No, Josh just slept with Cheyenne while Jessica watched. No. Pumpkin says the threesome. June was on my live earlier today and confirmed that it was a threesome. June confirmed it. Even on, like, yeah, they do say in the show. I don't know why it was said like that. I don't know why at one point Pumpkin said, and Jesse was in the room. I think what she was trying to imply is it wasn't just Cheyenne because she was like, "Well, why are you mad at your I don't know, sister or something?" She was like, "Jesse." She was like, she was in the room, but she did say, Pumpkin does say. Let me see. Do I have it in this clip? The threesome.
But can we talk about the one main bridge here? The main bridge is the threesome. Jesse snitched on me for being with Aaron and then had a threesome with my ex-husband. What are we not getting about that? With our wife now. And now we're playing the victim. No, ma'am. How is it not okay for Cheyenne and Jesse to take responsibility?
You sleep with get caught for sleeping with Josh, and it wasn't even like that.
Here we go, sugarcoating it.
The reason it happened was because me and Jesse.
I don't know. I was live on TikTok and asked June to confirm it, and she confirmed it. She said yes. So I don't know. It's hard to tell with these people. You know, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Either way, it's wild. Either way, Jessica was wrong for that. Cheyenne was wrong for that. Cheyenne said, like, you know, I'm not trying to throw Jessica under the bus, but I would have never done it without her permission. How do you bring something like that up? Like, can I sleep with your ex brother-in-law? Hey, would you like to sleep? Do you think we can ask Josh if he just give us his sperm the old-fashioned way? Like, what? That is so insane. Either way, also there was a clip where Josh showed up at the Airbnb to kind of like try to make amends with Darren or just kind of like say like, "Hey, we're good." But Darren got kind of cocky. You know, Josh is like, "Well, I'm here to try to like smooth everything out, make sure like, you know, we can move forward, no issues." And Darren's like, "Oh, I've been ain't have no issues. It's all on you, buddy. It's all on you. The reason we have issues is all on you. You walk around like you got a chip on your shoulder." First off, for Darren to act like he has no issue with Josh and he don't understand why Josh has an issue with you, like you're the one that's mad. Well, no crap, he's mad. You slept with his wife. You're his cousin and you stole his wife. Josh has every right to be mad at you, Darren. And the reason you don't have an issue is because you don't have a right to be mad at Josh. He didn't do nothing to you. Josh could have been one of those men that the second he found out that you, his cousin, was sleeping with his wife, he showed up at your house with a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? Some men would do that. Some men worse. They show up with a pew pew. He didn't do that. He just walked around pissed off for a while. He just walked around mad. Maybe he made some calls threatening, but he never showed up. Most men, it's so wild to me. Like, Darren is so cocky and he's like, he's the one that's got a problem. Well, no crap. No crap he has the problem. And I've seen a lot of people saying that they think this is fake for the show. Listen, quite possible. Who knows with this family because so much of it is fake. June has been like all up in my chat saying it is not fake. This absolutely happened, that they don't even know if they're getting another season. So to say like, oh, they're drumming up for next season, she said they haven't started filming for another season and they haven't gotten a green light yet. So this was actually what took place back then and that this actually happened. So I don't know. Did Draylon show up? Draylon and Alana showed up, yeah. I'm supposed to interview June soon at some point. So whenever hopefully that can happen. And whenever I do, I'll definitely ask her about that. But anyways, you guys, that's the big shocker is that Josh slept with his ex-wife's sister and his former sister-in-law. Did Josh do this before Pumpkin got with Darren? No, this was after. It was the night he found out. The night that Josh found out. Yeah, babe. The night that Josh found out about that, he slept with Jessica and Cheyenne. Or Cheyenne, somebody. Which like I said, he was probably pissed, and he probably thought, "Oh, I'll get one over on you. You slept with my cousin, I'll sleep with your sister." Not that it was right. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, follow, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.